Oh la la. Yeah. We're in the bear market, right? Okay. You're about to find out. Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. Yeah, we've been seeing, we've seen people jumping bridges, right? When you tell people like be patient, they don't want to listen. But anyways, first we're about to look at the market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we will check out prices in details. And once we're done with that, we are going to look at our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? Oh my God. But before that, guys, it is I'll have to apologize for yesterday. I set my upload time for the video a little bit different and I didn't pay attention. That's why the video got uploaded sometime a little late. So yeah, I will pay more attention on this. But anyways, today I want to talk about something that you will see once you figure it out. Your life and the way you do things will change. When we grow up, when we're growing up, we are always told, you know, go to school, get good grades, get into the university, find you a big career job, something like be a doctor, be a lawyer, an engineer, whatever. Understand? That's what we are taught. And since the vicious cycle has been the same, because our great-grandfather did the same, our grandfathers did the same, our parents did the same, now we are here, we're doing the same, and unfortunately a lot of people are teaching their children to do the same. Why do I say it's unfortunate? It's because, one, if you look around you today, maybe I'm wrong, but you can also put it in the comments below. Maybe I'm wrong. The richest people on earth, okay, when we're talking about rich people, we talk about Mark Zuckerberg, we talk about Elon Musk, we're talking about my favorite one, Warren Buffett. A list of them, so on and so forth, goes off. How many of them actually have a 6-year university, okay, university degrees, like me and you? How many of them actually sat in a classroom for 6 years, like you and I? How many? Yet they are rich, multi-million, multi-billion, right? What did they do good and what did they do wrong? One thing about them, that they were able to figure something out before you and I did figure it out. It was a little bit late, but I finally figured it out. That's why when you look at me today, it's not to brag about it, but I am a CEO of my own group of companies, which include my oil and gas. As you guys can see, I'm into oil and gas, which also include my distribution network, which I do have, which also includes my record label, because you guys know I'm into music and I have a lot of artists working for me and so on and so forth. So yeah, once you figure it out, you start thinking about what I usually tell you guys, generational wealth, which means if I did not come from a millionaire family has to come from me. And again, I put my mouth where my money is. As a matter of fact, that's why right now my children, I talk to my children every time about this. It's good to have your university degree. It's good to have you all this stuff. But again, the most important aspect of life is investing. The earlier you start investing, the better your life is going to be. Because let's face it, how many doctors, lawyers, engineers are getting pumped out of universities every year? How many? And how many are busy working at McDonald's right now or at Chipotle? See? You see what I mean? How many of them, like brain surgeons and all this stuff, there's no job for everybody. They have all that in their mind. They study for it. They graduated. They have some of them with a GPA way that the kind of GPA you look and you be like, nah, no way, you must have cheated. But they got it. But what are they today? Working in a warehouse. So the most important thing you can do for your child, I don't know. When you think of it, like I said, people have different goals. My goal is to change that vicious cycle of my family. I don't know about you, what you do about yours. My goal is to be, let's say 100 years from now, I'm long gone. My second generation is here. People turn around, look at them, and they'll be like, yeah, he started this. Look at his family today. Look at them today. They are sitting on billions or trillions of dollars. Who knows? Because something I might start today looking at it in one way is something that my son comes up tomorrow and he's going to look at it the other way. Like, okay, you were investing good. Maybe now you need to add this, and that. Like yesterday. Trust me, I learned something from that boy yesterday about small investment companies, which I wasn't even looking at when we talk about investing. I wasn't looking at small companies. I was looking at S&P 500 or medium-sized companies. And when we were going over his Acorn portfolio, I saw that all this time he has been having small companies, $10. Why are you doing this? And again, I learned something from it. So that's why I'm telling you, time will come when he's going to take over this hat I'm wearing, and he probably going to look at that. Yeah, you made up to, let's say, let's throw out a random number out there. Yeah, all your life we make this wealth and we just made only, let's say, $25 billion. And he's going to say, yeah, because you did this good, but you did not add this. And when he add that, by the time he's my age, he probably turned the $25 billion into what? $2 trillion. And when his son comes around, or his daughter, or whatever, whoever that comes, will be like, okay, pops, granddad, our grandfather did this, you changed that to this, and you were able to make that much. Now I'm here, I'm going to change that to this and that. We're going to triple that. Did you understand? All because, one, we started by showing them different things. I started by showing my son a different thing. It's okay to go to school. It's okay to get a degree. It's okay to do all that. But the most important part of it is learning how to invest. That's the most important part of it. Because let's face it, in this life we live, good credit, that's the only thing they're going to tell you. But if you have your own money, would you ever need good credit? Nope, you don't. Because you can pay for stuff. You're looking at it because the other day I was listening to this guy talking about why do rich people evade tax paying, which is, again, people kind of sprayed a lot of hate about it. Oh yeah, he's rich and he's still not paying taxes. Hey, what I usually tell people is, listen, don't hate the player, hate the game. Somebody wrote those rules, right? He's just taking advantage of those rules. Elon Musk, for example, look at it's one big example I usually put on people, on Elon Musk. Elon Musk doesn't have a salary. He's not getting paid salary. But he's the richest, one of the richest people on earth. He's not paying taxes as much as you think you and me are paying. It's simple. It's a cycle that when you figure it out, you go and sit over there and look at it and you be like, God damn, I've been an idiot for so long. I should have been a multi-millionaire so I can do this. Because when you have that fire, when you have that desire of doing something, of becoming something, trust me, everything else starts to fall like a domino effect. Elon Musk, for example, okay, he doesn't get paid a salary. Because, I mean, and another thing, he doesn't pay taxes. Why? Because he doesn't have an income. The reason why you and I pay salary is because we have income, right? We have a salary, we have source of income, right? Elon Musk doesn't. And I'll tell you a little secret that many people don't know. Many people don't know. Like, for example, he has stocks, right? He goes to a bank and tells them, hey, I own Tesla. I have Tesla stocks worth, let's say, for example, $10 billion. I need a loan. I need a loan, which I could pay you up to like what, 3, 4, 5%, or even 6% annually. Guess what the bank is going to do? Here's a white check. How much do you need? Because he has the equity, right? They give him that money. He start living his life. Guess what? You don't pay taxes on a loan, do you? No, you don't, because loan is considered as debt, not as income. You see? That's one way he's avoiding taxes. You don't pay taxes for that. The same thing like people buying these big mansion houses, right? When you go and refinance your house, you just say, okay, I want to, let's say I got this for this interest rate, blah, blah, blah. You go and refinance your house, you don't pay taxes on that. You pay property taxes, not on the house. Maybe the land taxes and all that stuff. You understand? Because when you get that loan, when you go and refinance, that means you are getting a loan. And all these rich people, they find these kind of little things and they put them together. At the end of the year, you and I, we pay 30, 40% of our income tax, of our money. They don't. They probably pay 5 or less, close to 0 as possible. They don't. And these are things that they are not teaching children, the next generation, from school. They don't. It's left to you and me to teach our next generation these kind of things. Like I'm doing right now with my son. I say, oh, boy, listen, this is Acorn. You get an allowance for going to school. You get an allowance. We're going to consider that as your money, as your income, right? As your salary. Because me and my son, we have a system. We have a system. You go to school, you give me good grades, you do all that stuff, do your bed, whatever, and I pay you such amount every 2 weeks. Okay? And out of those 2 weeks, that money you have, I'm teaching him how to economize. You want to eat a candy? Your own money. You want to do this? Your own money. I'm still doing my own things as a parent, like clothing, feeding, and all that stuff. But the little things, slowly and easily showing him. Investing. You have more than enough money right now. Boy, you can invest. Invest $30 a week on your asset. And once he started seeing it growing, it clicked into him. These are things that don't show him in school. They don't. And once you start doing it right now, you are opening a new door. A new door for them. You are opening a new kind of, a new way of viewing the world for them. Okay, and that's what we call generational wealth. You can do it for yourself, or you can do it for the next coming generation. A lot of you just go into crypto market and start investing because you want that Lambo for yourself, which is, there's no problem with that. It's not any this. I don't see it as what you call it. It's nothing wrong with it. Okay, but again, getting rich and getting wealthy, they are two different things. Two different things. You're gonna get rich. I've seen people who win the lottery and still go work at McDonald's a year later. But I've seen people who got wealth and multiply that wealth 1,000 times over. They leave the earth and their family are all okay. Depending on what your mind is. Which I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with what you do. Some people might call you selfish. Some others might say, oh yeah, you're a genius. It's different things. Okay, so yeah, you need to start thinking about that when we're talking about generational wealth. Generational wealth does not just mean, okay, Bitcoin goes up, Kaspa goes up, I get the money, kumbaya to Hawaii, and that's it. No, generational wealth is me changing that vicious cycle. Changing it in a way that, yeah, trust me, right now, most kids will not understand. They will not understand why you are telling them, do this here, invest right here. They will not understand, because most of them, they're still stuck with the old ways, the older ways. Go to school, get a degree, find a job. At the end of the day, how many of them are going to find a job in the field that they graduated? How many? See? How many? So that's something that when you start to think about it and you start to really trying to put one-on-one together, trust me, if you apply that to yourself I'm not talking about your children. Start applying that to yourself first, because that's what I did. I applied it to myself, and look at where it took me. Look at where it got me. I'm not there yet. A lot of you might be saying, yeah, you are well off, but nah, I'm not there yet. I'm not. Trust me, I'm not even close to what I want to do. It's not even close to it. But at least I start that stone rolling, hoping that someday one of my children will take over and will make it that snowball bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what I'm hoping. And that's what I'm teaching them. That's why I'm showing them. Like, I usually use myself as an example. I usually tell my son, you remember when you were born, look at where we used to live. Look at how bad things were. But you see, we started investing, we started getting better at it. Look at where we live right now. Look at our car right now. Did you see it? So imagine if you become better than your father. What's your house gonna look like? I'm pretty sure twice bigger than where we are staying right now. What's your parking garage gonna look like? You're not gonna have a 2 or 3 parking garage like your father. No, you're probably gonna have your whole separate building for a parking garage. You see, you start showing him like, listen, hard work pays. You need to start at early stages for you to be able to live okay. Like, for example, I usually tell him, I said, your father is looking to retire at 45 because I started late. If you start right now, by 30 years old or 35, you can retire and enjoy your life. Teach your children what I'm teaching you, and then if the cycle continues, right? Because you are not going to learn this stuff in school. The school, all they're doing is they're trying to teach you how to keep on the same vicious cycle, which only the 1% is exempted from. Only the 1% of the entire world is exempted from this cycle. Because guess what? Those who know about it, they don't go telling everybody about it. Their parents probably showed them, and from them, they teach their upcoming. And look at, for example, go look at the richest families. That's what they do. They don't go telling their business secrets. They don't. We have to figure it out ourselves, right? So again, you have to understand it. That's why when I tell you, listen, I did not come from a millionaire family, but I will be damned. I will be damned if a millionaire family did not become from me. I will be damned. In the process, I'm going to get rich. I'm going to get wealthy, but making sure that that wealth stays in the family, making sure that my family, one of them, my son, my daughter, whoever, somebody's going to take up this torch and keep on going. It has to start somewhere, right? It's going to start with me. And when my kids grow up, when people look at it, they will be like, yeah. One thing about this YouTube and all these videos is like they stay. I know one day somebody's going to be looking at these videos and they'll be like, yeah, that's his great-great-great-grandfather who started this crap. And look at them now. Look at them now. Generational wealth, right? You keep telling people that once you teach them how to do it, it becomes part of their daily routine. It becomes part of their life. It becomes part of what they know how to do. Before you know it, the vicious cycle changes. And I know a lot of people keep saying that, oh yeah, you keep talking about this, but you don't say. I don't say what? I've been telling you, you want to be wealthy, you want to be rich, you have to do things that most people are not doing. I'm doing it with my son. I'm doing it with my investment. Everybody else is running to Bitcoin. And I keep telling you, if you did not get into Bitcoin when it was less than $10,000, stay the heck out of that thing, because you are not going to make money. And that is the honest truth. That's the honest truth. Even if Bitcoin goes to $1 million, you are not going to make enough money out of it. Because now, people investing in Bitcoin right now are those with big money. Companies, they have figured it out. They have figured it out because Bitcoin has only one cycle, one way. It doesn't change. It's the same thing. It goes gears every 4 years. The price will go up regardless, right? So companies, they have figured it out. The only thing now is going to be, okay, how are they going to do this? Are they going to wait for 4 years to go on and then take profits, or they're going to take a little bit earlier, or they're going to fool everybody, make it a little bit longer and take profits over there? And that's what comes on when the government and every institution starts to get their hands into that cookie jar. And that's why I'm telling you, you are not going to make that much money with Bitcoin if you did not invest in it at less than $10,000. The alternatives right now have more potential to make you and your family more money than with Bitcoin. Alternatives which are one, Kaspa. Kaspa, what is it right now? 1 point some billion dollars? If you invest in Kaspa today, I'm not saying that you should wait for it to get to what, $1 trillion, which again, I'm gonna have a bag to wait for that. Trust me, where Kaspa is going, yeah, we're gonna hit it. But let's just say you invest in it today at 1.5 or whatever billion that it is today, and this thing goes to $300 billion. Do you know how much money you can make? Has that ever even hit your mind? How much money you can make? Or let's just say, I'm telling my son right now has around 50,000 Kaspa because he's been buying, okay? 50,000 Kaspa, he's 9 years old. Imagine this thing goes to $600 billion market cap. Do you know how much money he will be having? That's the same example. Quant, we talk about it here every day. Look at the financial system where it's going. Everything, innovation always brings the money. When gold was the money, guess what? Everybody, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Paper money became. Guess what? People stopped using gold to transact. They started going to paper money, right? Now we are going from paper money, we are going into blockchain. What do you think people will do? People will transact in blockchain. It's faster, it's instant and all that stuff. Quant, start getting your money into quant because that is where the infrastructure is. Do not look at the prices right now. The prices right now are deceiving. The same goes to Kaspa. The prices right now, they are deceiving because one, Kaspa is Bitcoin 2.0. Kaspa is better than Bitcoin in every aspect. Whatever that they were looking for in Bitcoin is already in Kaspa plus more. When the masses and everybody and their grandmama start to discover that, okay, what Bitcoin is doing, Kaspa is doing the same, but has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more things that Bitcoin. What do you think would happen? Those green candles you are looking for, they are going to start appearing. And that is when FOMO usually hit in. You understand? That's when FOMO usually hit in. And by then, if you're smart enough, you should have had your bag packed already. I started my journey with 0 Kaspa. And I told you guys, my goal is to have 5 million Kaspas. Low prices, they benefit me because I keep accumulating. Right now, I'm above 700,000 Kaspas. That's what I'm above that right now as we speak. So I'm not even close to what I want to have. And I keep having even more because time is going to come, my friends, when you are going to see Kaspa at the $10 trillion market cap. It's going to happen. I'm telling you, this money on Ethereum, on Bitcoin, on all of them is going to get absorbed into Kaspa because people are going to start realizing what Kaspa is. Right now, you tell people Kaspa is going to $10. Nobody wants to believe it. They say, yeah, whatever, this, you know what the market cap is going to be. Okay, I know what the market cap is going to be. But innovation always wins. I gave you guys the example yesterday on the boombox. When the iPhones and all this USB that I forget what we used to call them, MP3s. Yeah, you remember when those MP3 USB things came out? Do you know how much money the boombox company lost? Because the MP3, you could store 300 songs instead of carrying that big ass boombox on your shoulder. Do you know how much money Walkman lost? Because the MP3 is this tiny, uses 1 battery, and you can store all the songs in there, and nobody even know what you got going on. The same thing. Right now, Bitcoin was the first thing, but Kaspa is coming with a revolutionary take that could be used instant money payments, DeFi, TriFi, all of it. It is not kicked in yet, so you have got to get your position before anybody and their grandmama gets in. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm teaching my children. Because, hey, generational wealth, right? From me to them. From them to my grandchildren who are not here yet, but are on their way. You understand? So, yeah, you have to understand, we've been lied to. The vicious cycle is something that when you break out of the vicious cycle, your life changes. Your life becomes better. And when your life becomes better, trust me, everything else falls in place like a domino effect. So yeah, you want to sit over there and complain about the market crashing, complain about Bitcoin not running, complain about Kaspa going lower, that's up to you. But I'm telling you, by the end of 2026, you will see. You will see. Everything right now that does not make any sense, by the end of 2026, it will make a lot of sense. Because everybody, oh, government cutting rates. Guys, it is not the same. Now, right now, not tomorrow, not next tomorrow, right now, before 2025 ends, is your last chance to grab the wealth with your 2 hands, 2 legs, and guys, with your teeth. Bite it. Don't let go. Don't let go. Now is the right, you're going to see. Don't say I didn't warn you, because I'm going to sit here. I told you. I promised you this, and I will do it. This in hand, music blasting, and laughing for an entire hour. We're going to look at the money, look at the screen, take a sip of coffee, and just keep on laughing. It's coming. It is coming. It's almost there. I know people are talking about, yeah, Casplex did not deliver. Guys, 3 stages of smart contracts. Casplex, Lab, Sparkle, which is the VProx. It's coming. The zero knowledge is coming. Price action might not look good right now. Yeah, I don't say it is the best thing. No, it's not. But when you invest, knowing what you're putting your money into, price action don't care. It don't matter, because you know for sure innovation always attracts those green candles, and you're going to see. It's going to happen. Don't say I didn't warn you, okay? Don't say I didn't warn you, because I'm going to sit here and I'm gonna laugh about it. I know a lot of you already hate the way I laugh. I know a lot of you already hate it. Imagine when it happens. You are going to have to go to the moon, because there is no way you're going to escape from me. I am going to laugh about it. Okay? Anyways, guys, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Okay? Let's go look and see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. Okay? To do that, we're going to need our good friend, Crypto Bubbles, which is right here. For those of you who think money is going to trickle down, I told you, stay away from this COAI. You see? I try to tell you. So if you're getting whooped right now, don't say I didn't tell you. But anyways, you see, money is not going to trickle down. Bitcoin starts to show up the face, all coins starts to run too. Bitcoin stumbles, all coins stumble. And yeah, you still hearing people talking about money is going to trickle down, right? Well, it's up to you. The only thing I can tell you right now, which again, we keep looking at on the Bitcoin charts every day, is like that one indicator, that cycle top, pi cycle top. That's one thing we're looking at. And as you can see, every time Bitcoin tries to take off, the macroeconomy comes in and throw a wrench at that engine. So yeah, it's being delayed, but I don't think they have long enough to keep on delaying the inevitable. I don't think they have long enough. Finally, they're going to let it go and it's going to boom. So right now we're watching the market. Just watch. Okay? Now, let's see. We're going to start first with our good friend King Kaspa. KAS. And we do have here. For the past hour, Kaspa is up 0.3%, 4.6% up on the day, 13.7% down on the week, 38.5% down on the month, and 60.1% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.39 billion and the 24 hours volume traded at $47.30 million. Okay, now we look at Quant, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. Right here, 0.7% up the last hour, 0.5% up on the day, 6.7% down on the week, 14.8% down on the month, and 26.7% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.22 billion and the 24 hours volume traded at $17.80 million. Okay, now we look at Jasmy, the Japanese Bitcoin. Japanese Bitcoin JAS, 0.1% down the last hour, 1.8% up on the day, 6.3% down on the week, 27.9% down on the month, and 47.3% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $490.98 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $20 million. Okay, now we go look at Cubic. High risk, high reward. What do we have here? On the wall camp, we do have 1.2% down the last hour, 1.2% up on the day, 8.7% down on the week, 25% down on the month, and 10.7% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $183.13 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $3.13 million. I'm still waiting. I want to enter a trade on this asset right here. Now we go, but last but not the least, Jonathan's pet turtle, which again I call the orange guy, aka Bitcoin. Now we see here laying flat for the last hour. It is 1.3% up on the day. Now do you understand why all the altcoins are starting to show green? Bitcoin is moving upwards, right? That's the same thing. I've been telling you, okay? So money is not going to trickle down. Money will follow Bitcoin. That's what is going to happen. And it's happening right in front of your eyes. Anyways, 4.5% down on the week, 6.4% down on the month, and 58.3% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $2.16 trillion and 24 hours volume traded at $38.53 billion. Okay? Now, again, everybody and their grandmama is not paying attention to it. Everybody's still thinking, yeah, Bitcoin is going to drop and all coins is going to go. Uh-oh. A lot of people are going to get left holding that hot potato. That's I'm telling you, they are passing it to the left. Hopefully, you are not going to be the last one on that line to juggle those hot potatoes like, who, hi, who? Because I will surely take my camera out and start recording. That's what I will do. Okay. Anyways, now let's go look at the prices in details. Although there is not much to be said over there yet, because Bitcoin still hasn't made a decisive move. We want Bitcoin to make a decisive move before we can start seeing anything changes. But anyways, look at it. Dixie is still sitting at 98.5 points, which is, yeah, that's way, yeah, man, Dixie doesn't want to let go. And Bitcoin, yeah, 108. They are all going in the same direction. That's something that we don't want. We want them to have an inverse correlation, like we always say here on this channel. Inverse correlation, that means if Dixie starts to drop, then Bitcoin and the rest of the market can have a chance to start to go up. But like we said here before, guys, it's not going to be that easy, this run, because macroeconomy is showing signs that are trying to pump Dixie all the way to oblivion. But one thing that we have going on us is that ETFs and all that nonsense, all these people that are pouring money into it, they have ties with the White House, right? So sooner than later, we're going to see Bitcoin going up to that 160,000. Once we get there, we will reevaluate the market. Maybe it's the top or maybe it's not. Maybe we're going to keep on holding. But yeah, just sit tight and be patient, okay? Anyways, now let's go look at Kaspa right quick. Come on, not you, right here. Look at that. Yesterday, I was telling you guys, pay attention to the ribbon, right? Because once the ribbon starts to curve, you guys already know the drill. We've talked about it here time after time. Price, okay, always gets attracted to the moving average. And not only that, when you start to look at the ribbon, see, the ribbon has started curving, making that cup. Very soon it's going to do this and it's going to turn green. By the time it turns green, this price will be somewhere around up there. You will see. So yeah, on the hourly, we have started to see that those signs. It's not green yet, but it's almost there. Because again, some people will say, yeah, maybe it's a fake out like it happened here. Okay, it did. But one thing between there and here is that look at the top of it. The top was still a little bit high, but this one is almost crossing. So yeah, pay attention to the ribbon. That usually be the first sign that you will see. For those of you doing day trading, okay, that's somewhere you can make some money out of it. I'm not your financial advisor. You guys already know this. But anyways, when you look at it on the 4-hourly, look on the 4-hour again. See, the hourly has started to go. The 4-hour is still not close yet. It's still spraying out. It is still spraying out. because you can see, yeah, it's starting to turn a little bit. This one is still spraying out, so we still have a long way to go before this does this and this goes like that. But again, one thing that we know is true, like we have seen it here time after time, is that price again always get attracted to the moving average, which right now is sitting at 7 cents. One thing we also notice is that, guys, there is over $40 million in shorts that could be liquidated if Kaspa goes above 6.5 cents. So be careful. Those of you shorting right now, you better be really careful. Again, TA right now is not going to help. It's not going to help in anything because we are all waiting to see what Bitcoin does. Unfortunately, Bitcoin is leading the whole entire market. Like I told you, Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down. Bitcoins go up, altcoins go up. That's what it is. Right now on the daily, we are still looking very bearish because the ribbon is still falling. We are not even curving yet. It's still falling. So yeah, that's something else that I'm telling you guys, you got to watch out for it, because right now if Bitcoin starts to go, then yes, we are going to see this ribbon not even giving it a chance. It's going to start curving, and this, it's going to turn green, and everything else will be fine, and kumbaya after that. But right now, as far as things stand, yeah, we can see this price action go this or a little bit sideways before starting to go up, to give chance for the ribbon to get somewhere down there and to start to curve and then turn green. That's what we are waiting for. For those of you who've been in the market for a long time, you guys will understand how this works. Okay, so that's why for me, when you ask me, price action is still the same. Nothing has changed for me. If you ask me, I'm still waiting for 12 cents to be the major resistance, not these ones that we're looking at right now. Major resistance are 12 cents before, and after that we will have you 18 and 19 cents to conquer. Okay, after that, after 12 cents we have 15 cents. 15 cents, then we have 18, 19 cents. After that we do have all-time highs, which was around 20 cents before going into price discovery. So yeah, you can sit tight or you can make your moves, because trust me, when the market is red like this is when people usually make a lot of money. Okay, now let's go look at our good friend Quant, QNT. Let's see what Quant has to say on that one. What is Quant? QNT, USDT, QNT USDT. There you go. Okay, yesterday, just like I was telling you guys yesterday, the same situation with Kaspa. I told you, pay attention with the ribbon, right? Right now, Quant is showing better signs than Kaspa. You can see the ribbon curve. Right now it's trying to turn, and price is actually breaking above it, which again, the same situation. Price will do that and until it gets to the moving average. Okay, that's what we'll do, and by the time it does that, you are going to see that the ribbon here will have changed green already. So yeah, Quant is showing better signs than Kaspa, and everything now depends again on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin starts to go even higher and higher, Quant will go. It's that simple as that. If you look at it on the 4-hourly, you will see the same thing. 4-hourly, look at that ribbon. Beautiful. Look at that ribbon. It's already spraying out. It's trying to, it has started to curve. Not as much as we want to, but it has already started to curve. That's what we want to see. Okay, look at where the price is. 94, almost $96, thereabout. So yeah, I'm expecting this thing to do the same thing. All we have to wait is Bitcoin to find its own direction. That's what we have to do, and wait, sit tight and wait. Okay, that's why anybody else who is telling me different, I usually just laugh about it, because for me, the price action is still the same. You cannot play with TA right now, because Bitcoin is going to do what it's going to do, and that's going to affect you. So TA right now does not work. You look at that on the weekly, even with the price falling like this, you have the weekly ribbon still green. That for me is bullish. That's what I'm telling you. Price action for me, $125 still the major resistance. After that, 151. After 151, we have 164 before start looking at 176. Then we do have 230, because there is not much resistance in between 176 and that. After that, we'll be looking at all-time high before getting into price discovery. So yeah, so far, just sit tight, watch Bitcoin, and invest according to your your risk tolerance. Go talk to your financial advisor. I'm not one of them, but I'm pretty sure that's the same thing they're going to tell you, right? Now let's go right quick. Let's look at Bitcoin. Like I said, we are going to skip on. We are going to skip Jasmine because for me, until Jasmine breaks above 2.3 cents, yeah, we just gotta wait. Okay. Now looking at Bitcoin, the same thing. You see what I was telling you on on Quant. That's what Bitcoin is doing right now. Look at that ribbon. Beautiful. It's beautiful. And then even if you go on the daily, look at it on the daily. See, the ribbon turned red, but look at where the price is on the moving average. We're fighting that moving average right now. If you go look at the RSI and MACD, you are going to see that Bitcoin is severely oversold. When I say oversold, Bitcoin is severely oversold. So when you start to look at those things, RSI, MACD, Bollinger Bands, everything is so bearish, it's so very oversold. And then you look at the price action coming down like this, one thing comes in mind. It's a fake out. They are trying to shake you out. It's a fake out, guys. Because again, you are going to see, normally when this kind of price action happens, we usually have a V-shaped recovery, which means this thing will fall like this and it will go right back up to this level where it was before continuing up. That's what we are going to see. So yeah, you just have to be patient and wait. Be patient enough and wait. Because again, if you ask for my humble opinion, Bitcoin is still prepping itself to that $150,000, $160,000. Once we get there, okay, we are going to reevaluate the market. Okay, we can't say whether that is going to be the top or not. Although we're looking at gold, and gold right now, my friends, is running on fumes. Is running on fumes. So after gold pumps, maybe Bitcoin will pump. Let's watch what will happen after that 150, 160,000. That's what we are going to see. Okay. Anyways, guys, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do that, please do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. Understand? Do not go using money that you are not willing to lose. Rest in peace for one of our colleagues that took his life yesterday or day before yesterday because of a situation like that. I will tell you this, money is just material. You can lose it and you can always get it back, but you only have one life. Don't take it too personal. That's why I always tell you guys, do not leverage trade if you don't know what you're doing. Just keep buying on spot and don't go gamble with people's money. Just gamble with your own money. You understand? Because at the end of the day, if you lose, it's your money. If you are rich, it's your money. That's why I always tell you guys, you are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. Understand? Market crash, yeah, I lost some positions. I went to Rec City. I took a nice, good VIP trip to Rec City. But guess what? It's my money. Me, I lost, not you, not anybody else. It's my money. And here I am today building it right back up. It's not worth taking your life on. If you need some help, you need to talk to somebody. I'm on X. You can talk to me on X. You can inbox me and I can try to see how I can make things better, how we can talk this out, we can walk it out. Understand? Nothing in this earth is worth you taking your life. It's nothing worth it because you can always get it. You understand? So yeah, please do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. If you want to get into leverage, down below I do have the links: Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, and Wix Exchange. Okay, follow those links, meet their deposit requirement. They are going to give you free money. Once you get that free money, my friend, take $20 or $50 out and start to practice. If you can turn that $50 into 100, 100 into 200, that 200 into 400, that 400 into 800, my friend, you are ready. If you cannot do that, you are not ready. Once you are ready, then you can start introducing medium amount of money, then large amount of money. That's how it works, okay? Because if you don't practice and you don't get that experience, trust me, there is always space for one more in Rec City. And I hope that it's not you who they will be welcoming with open arms. I seriously hope it's not you. Okay? Anyways, yeah. Also, don't forget, I even have Acorn. The Acorn, like I'm telling you guys, I'm teaching my kids how to trade stocks and ETFs on. We're also going to look at that. But anyways, now let's go look at first my two positions that I have. One is going to be on Bydfi. Like I told you guys, this week we are entering. I'm planning on opening more positions, okay? But so far, right now, I only have two positions. The first one is going to be on Bydfi, which I am trading quant. My overall here is sitting at $6,400. When you look at my positions here, the contract, I am down 35%, which is $3,100 approximately. Unbelievable, this thing survived that crash. It did survive it, but well, it is what it is, right? So yeah, as you guys can see, I trade at 50x, and that's why I always say, please do not do this if you don't know what you're doing, right? I trade at 50x and I don't use stop loss. That's me. You know, now you know the reason why I don't. So even though there are some times that, yeah, these market makers can make things way difficult for everybody. But anyways, now let's go look at the last but not the least on Phemex, which I am trading King Kaspa, okay? My overall today is sitting at $1,600, as you guys can see. Looking at that contract, we do have that here. I am up 1%, which is $26, okay? Which means I'm just breaking even. Like when the market crashed, hey, I took that position and I'm waiting for it. And you never know. Okay, I already told you guys, I'm aiming at anything between $160,000 to over $500,000 on this position. The same thing like the other one, I am trading at 50x. So please do not do it like me. Don't do it if you don't know what you're doing. I'm trading at 50x and I'm trading without a stop loss, okay? Now, last but not the least, we'll be looking at my son's trading account, Acorn, okay? On Acorn, we'll look at it here. Let's see, it's up $336 today. Not bad. He's doing great. So yeah, if you look at it, the things that he chose to trade on, okay, following my advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but I am my son's financial advisor, so I try to teach him. Anyways, if you look at it, he's up today 1.95% overall, okay, which is pretty good. And then we're trading the VOO, which you guys already know is S&P 500. We have the IJH, which is medium company stocks, which again I also trade on. And from his petition, we are trading the small company stocks, okay, which is something that I learned from him too. Like, yeah, you never know what you're going to learn from anybody, right? I get lessons from everybody. Even my son can teach me something. And also put some money on international company stocks, which again I recommend for him as his financial advisor. As you guys can see, yeah, we're doing pretty good on that. And on the bonds and ETFs, and we can see here we have the short-term bonds, and we also have the US aggregate bonds, okay? We are going to include the US treasury bonds very soon too. I'm trying to teach him how to do that. So yeah, we are going to include those so that he can also start buying them like I am doing on my other portfolio on Robinhood, okay? But as you guys can see, yeah, everything is looking great. It's looking very, very good for him. I like that, okay? Anyways, guys, let's go back here. Again, you need to break from the vicious cycle. Break away from it, dude. Once you break away from it, trust me, everything else will start falling like domino. You will understand the reason why I'm always telling you about generational wealth, right? Anyways, yeah, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? Also, don't forget to like and comment. I am very interested in knowing what you think about everything we talked about today. Don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know what you're going to learn from a stranger, right? Until I see you in my next one, please just think about it. Break away from the vicious cycle. Start learning how to invest for yourself and for the generation coming behind you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.